everybody, my name is BUSARI, IMOLEAYO, and you're welcome to a day in my life as a Nigerian staff nurse.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So the next question is that like looking at the situation in Nigeria, like do you see yourself being a full-time content creator?
Okay, well, becoming a full-time content creator is one of the things I hope to achieve later.
Okay.
Towards middle or end of my nursing career. There are so many specialties in nursing that I would love to explore. Academics, for example, I hope to still be able to lecture, even if it's just 3 to 4 sets of students. Like I really want to. I see it as a way of reproducing myself. I want to reproduce at least 300 more Nursing with Light or 300 more IMOLEAYO. Fine, there will be individuals on their own, but let me impact what I have. So I hope to explore lecturing, but becoming a full-time online content creator. If I had my way, I would do it too. If it's possible, I would do it, honestly, because I enjoy it a lot. But it won't be now. It will be towards either the middle or the end of my nursing career.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, So my next question is that looking at the situation in Nigeria, especially nursing in Nigeria, you can see that a lot of nurses are they're doing the Japa movement now.
Yeah, that's
and
the trend.
due to the government are not really helping, they're not really doing a lot of things to the nursing sector in Nigeria. And so I want to ask if you are given the power to change one thing in nursing in Nigeria, what will it be,
I know people are going to expect you to say I will change the salary, but the salary is not what I will change.
Okay.
What I will change is how people view us. Because if we can change how people view us, it will go down to how much they are willing to pay us, how much they are willing to listen to us. The thing I feel is the major problem is that people don't rate us. They don't rate us. They feel, if you ask some random Nigerians, they tell you, you guys are handmaids to some other healthcare professionals. You guys are less important than certain healthcare professionals. You guys are women now. What do you want to do with money? There's just a lot of misconception about nurses. So I believe if I could change that, make people see us for what we really are, make people understand that we can do more, but we are handicapped or our hands are tied. We can actually do so many more things to help them, but we don't have the means to. If they could understand or see things from that point of view, salary won't even be a problem, because they understand that, okay, these people are actually valuable. We shouldn't be paying them this. When they talk, we should listen to them. When they want to go for political positions, we should allow them. Once they change the way they see us, it's going to affect everything. So if I could change anything, I would change the way people rate or people view nurses. Yeah, that's what
I would like to add to what you just said, also the Nollywood are not really helping matters too. They're not helping matters because normally they see nurses as being promiscuous. They view them also as being promiscuous.
The thing is that the kind of headlines some bloggers put out, if anything happens in a hospital and a woman is involved, they don't even want to know who the woman is. They'll say, a nurse did this. You guys should try and validate your information. And they'll tell you, the nurses did not attend to us. Did the nurse even have the facility to attend? You guys are not, you're just taking it from a superficial point of view. Fine, I'm not going to say that everybody in nursing is perfect. But it's just that you guys have a way of portraying us, or you guys derive more joy in portraying us as bad people. There was a time a nurse actually delivered a baby in transit. Is it in transit or in transit? Please pardon my grammar. In transit, the woman was pregnant. She fell into labor, and a midwife in that bus delivered the baby before taking her to the hospital. You won't see it on blogs. You will not see it on blogs. But let them see one nurse that maybe probably a patient or the management of the hospital has frustrated her, and she, reacted because obviously she's on the right. And say a nurse was shouting at skinny con. And I say, who is she to even think she can shout like? It's frustrating, but don't worry, we'll live with it. Don't worry, things will change eventually.
Things will change. Then also, I'm hoping to see like nurse being a CMD. Yeah.
I'm not even interested. Seriously, keep your CMD. Let me be Minister of Health.
Wow.
Honestly, keep your CMD. Let me be Commissioner for Health. Keep your CMD. Let me be Secretary General. We need more political power right now. We need more because I don't know how best to explain it. CMD will be fine.
But like it's very rare to see a nurse.
We want to change policies first.
Okay.
Let's change the policy from
the
government first. Then we can think about keep your CMD. We have HNS. Keep your CMD. Hold it. Let's go into politics. Ministry of Health. Let's have nurses there. Director of one thing. Let's have nurses there. That's what we want. Keep your CMD. Hold it. We don't want.
But it's like there's it's kind of saying that like before you can like make a change like from the top, at least you must start from the grassroots. Yeah. Like also like being HNS leading the government of an hospital. I think that's start from there.
The problem we have is I don't know. You are right.
Okay.
I get the point you're coming from. You're actually right. I won't dispute that. But just at my own point of view, I feel the problem we have is from the policy makers. Now you're a CMD. If a nurse is a CMD, possibly nurses would have lesser issues in that hospital.
Yeah.
But if we want it to like go nationwide, it has to be among the politicians. For example, if you visit a lot of Catholic hospitals, they are headed by nurses. Most Catholic hospitals. Have you ever worked in a Catholic hospital?
I'm still a student.
No, sorry. Like I've been to Catholic hospitals and I see how they treat their nurses. They value nurses in the Catholic hospitals I've been to. So I'm not saying nurses are actually heading some hospitals. Fine, it's not as much as some other healthcare professionals. Nurses are actually heading some hospitals, but I still strongly believe that we need to go into politics more. That's why I'm going to say shout out to Fawole Israel. Fawole Israel is really making me proud. Like when I see Fawole, I'm inspired that okay, we have hope. That guy is doing well, and I pray that God will sustain him to keep going higher and higher, and be there to represent us. Because when we have people like that, when they talk, it will influence the policies to the point that we won't have to fight to be CMD. They will bring it to us that okay, nurses, it's your turn. That is actually what I hope for, what I wish for, what I pray for when it comes to nurses getting what they deserve.
Okay. So the next question I would like to ask you, Ma, is like, Ma, with the kind of success God has given you, Ma, and of course, Ma, you are very famous. Like you have the fame, Ma. It's the glory of God. It's the glory of God, Ma. So like I want to ask, Ma, like what are the advantage and disadvantage of you being famous, Ma? I want to, because we upcoming content creators, so that we know that what exactly should we expect, like when we finally blow.
You go blue. Thank you for that question. Well, I'm going to be honest. The advantages outweigh the disadvantage for me, from my experience. So one of the major advantages is that when I want to apply for jobs, especially here in Nigeria, I want to apply for certain positions, I want to apply for certain things, I add it to my CV.
Wow.
You understand? I add it to my CV.
Like how, Ma? How?
I add it to my CV that I'm a content creator. It's going to be in my personal statement that I use my skill as a content creator. I don't give it.
Wow.
So I kind of add it to my personal statement. Even in my last interview, the interview I did to get employment here, when they were asking me questions, I chipped it in, and some of the interviewers were interested and they checked out my channel.
Wow.
So it gives me an edge. I'm not even going to lie. And I've been at places that one person will seem like a bank. There was a time I was at a bank and one girl tapped me and said, I know you from Instagram, I know you from TikTok. Even in market, I met some store owners. I know this nurse. You filmed one video on this, either from YouTube or Facebook. Take this one. So people are more nice to me, and and I've gotten favors as a result of my fame. I'm not even going to lie. Another thing is the financial gain is there. I'm not going to lie about that. The financial gain is there. I'm on YouTube partnership program. Monthly I earn from YouTube, I earn from my writing, influencers. People pay me to talk about certain things. Definitely I would, take ethical consideration before signing with brands. Some brands will pay me, talk about us, wear our scrub, and it's really nice. The financial gain is there. And what else do I want to talk about? It gives me some sense of fulfillment. When I step out as a nurse, I'm confident. Yes, I know my onions, so I get confident when I come out as a nurse. The disadvantage is that people have very high expectations of me. When I first came here, somebody was asking me, sorry, why are you coming with public transport? I was expecting you to have a car. People were like, I was expecting you to be using a particular type of phone, have this particular type of wig on, have this particular type of shoes on. Like, people just have unnecessary high expectations of me, and it makes me feel nervous a lot. For the first week when I started working here, I was nervous because I was like, I know these people are going to have expectations of me. I don't let it weigh me down, but I'm like, you guys have to just take me as I am. This is I don't fake things. I don't want to be one of those people that one person will now call out, hey, she's owing money for this, she's owing money for that. People have expectations of you, and when people don't see what they want to see, sometimes they just look at you and say, oh, with all these things you are doing, I thought you would be this way. Then I've had a lot of people also shame me or should I say shade me for still being in Nigeria. I've had comments like, what are you doing in Nigeria? You're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy. Come to UK, come to Canada, come like. I want to, practice nursing in more developed countries, but you don't have to come from an insult perspective or from that point of view that what am I doing? Nigeria is in my country. And at the end of the day, I was trained in Nigeria. So why should you quote your statements? Like if you had said, oh, Imole, you have better opportunities practicing in another country, I will understand. But you just come out of nowhere. I barely know you. You don't know me. And you're just like, what are you even doing in Nigeria, Seth? I even want to ask you, what are you doing? That kind of question, it irks me a lot. And I'm like, I'm really not in a bad place, Fine, I may not be in the best place, but I'm really not in a bad place. That's one of the. So people begin to, project their own expectations of themselves on you, and then maybe something happens in the nursing community and you don't post it on time, or maybe I didn't hear about it and I did post, hey you, it's only when you want to post your content you come online, this will happen now, you don't talk, Jesus, you should calm down. I'm not a robot, I don't know everything. Yeah, so those are some of the little disadvantages, but like I said initially, the advantage outweighs the disadvantage every time.
Wow, that's really cool, man. Like, I really love that, man. Like, you inspire me, like, to do more. With that. Like, to the very last question, man. Last question, man. And this will be like, it will be beneficial for me and for we upcoming content creator, nursing content creator, man. So, man, like, what advice can you give us? Because we see you as like at the top, and you always be at the top in Jesus' name, man. You never fall down, man.
You guys will come to the top.
Amen.
The top will not be low.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like, what advice can you give us, man?
Okay. I'll just say two things. Two things. The first thing is that understand the fact that nursing and content creation are two different things. The same way you studied to become a nurse is the same way you have to study and learn how to be a content creator. There are two different skills. Even though you're trying to merge both, you have to learn both. So let's say you're starting out as a content creator now. You need to learn how to film, how to edit, light setup, how to set your gears. You need to understand the algorithm of maybe YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, understand audience retention, impressions, and all those things like that. Understand how to tag. Let's understand the platform you're using and the content creation itself. You learn how to edit your videos better and you keep going. The same way you're learning diabetes today. Same way you're learning hypertension tomorrow. You're learning anatomy, you're doing physiology, you're doing pharmacology. Same way you have to learn content creation. And the second advice, or the second thing I'm going to say, is that you guys should please always keep it in mind that people are seeing nursing through you. Whatever you do is going to be what they think of nursing. So you have to be very, very careful. If all you're doing is portraying yourself as a promiscuous person, all your content is towards that line, you are more or less solidifying the misconception that is already there. You understand? So you just have to make sure that whatever you do, you're taking your nursing ethics into consideration. You don't come online to come and do things that on a normal day in the hospital itself, nobody will allow you to do it. So as you have learnt the skill, remember that you are still a nurse. If you know you cannot maintain nursing ethics, you can create other forms of content. You can create other forms of content. Nobody is going to hold you, or nobody is going to, should I say, hold you responsible or try to say you're a criminal or something. If you know that you can't, stay in that guideline, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, prepare for it. Nursing content is going to limit you. When it gets to the point where you're supposed to be taking big deals, you will not be able to take certain type of deals. Like I've had people offer me money to promote certain types of brand, and even though it's fine, oh God, I looked at it and I'm like, look, I can't take these contracts because I am a nurse and I portray myself online as a nurse. If I was just like a lifestyle influencer, I would have taken that. But because I am a nurse, I cannot promote it. So it will limit you. So if you are not ready for that, don't start. That's the truth.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Like, I
I
really love this. Like, thank you so much, ma. And I hope we have learned 2 or 3 things, ma. And especially me, I've learned a lot, ma. Ma, once again, I want to say a big thank you, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Like, for giving me this time.
Stop bending.
I'm really grateful, ma.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Guys, please check out on Instagram, Nursing with Light, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Everywhere.
Thank you so much,
I'm
man.
not coming to Twitter. Twitter is
Why,
not
ma?
for me. No, Twitter, not yet.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Hi guys, my name is IMOLEAYO.
I'm Okiki.
My name is Krypton. I want to say a big thank you to you, ma. We really appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much, ma. For
You're
like,
welcome.
we are really grateful. This is a great privilege, ma.
Thanks for having me. I hope to be here more often.
Aww.
Bye.
Thank you, ma. Yeah, so guys, like we are back at the ward and there's just one patient in the ward and there's literally no work to do, so we are just sitting down and like discussing. Yeah, you understand? Yeah. Thank you.
Actually had a calm and peaceful shift spent, and during the handing over, there was no patient on admission. After the handing over, the matron, nurses, and ward orderly took pictures with Nursing with Light.
No, this one is better. This one is this.
Let's remove some of these things. Let's break them as a fine.
Èmi ya picture sí o, model ni mi o. Ẹ sanwó. Bí ẹ sanwó picture.
Ẹ jẹ́ David.
People that they sent out to me. Mo jẹ́ kò díẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yóò fún mi. Lẹ́sẹ̀ yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀.
And that makes the end of the day with her. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like and comment, and keep making the difference. Thank you.